Good day everybody, I am Enzo from Kenzone and this is our first ever video. Why? Because it's my birthday today and what better way to celebrate the day by actually making our first video. And for today, I would like to share my top 10 favorite films of the year I was born, 1993. Last Action Hero. Let's start off with the list with one of my favorite films that actually parodies a specific type of genre, mainly the action genre. I don't have to explain much how good this film is, despite it not receiving a positive reception. After all, watch it yourself and figure out how hilarious the dialogue is. And don't forget, Arnold Schwarzenegger can be funny given the right material. And of course, let's not mention the main antagonist, Benedict. Damn, he's so good, it's best for you to experience it yourself. Robin Hood, Men in Tights, a Mel Brooks film that actually parodies the story of Robin Hood. Do I need to explain more? Oh, I do? Oh well. Just to give you an idea, the jokes here actually work. Although this is not Mel Brooks' best parody film that he's ever directed, but I gotta say, there are a lot of jokes here that actually do work, and I do not have the time to actually share them to you because it's too funny for me to actually do justice. But I can tell you it has one of the best burns that I've ever heard from a parody, such as, unlike other Robin Hoods, I'm the only one here who can talk in an English accent. If you know who that character is referring to from a original Robin Hood film, then you will definitely get it. Carlitos Way. And no, I am not talking about Carlito the professional wrestler. I am talking about the Carlito portrayed by Al Pacino or otherwise Michael Corleone. So, do I really have to say what this story is about again? No, of course not, because in this generation where we love seeing how bad guys are portrayed by good actors, I think you will like a story more where it involves a bad guy that's actually trying to be good. And seeing that journey, you can actually see that he's really trying, but it's just that it's easier said than done. After all, you can't easily escape your past. And if you really are trying to, you gotta play dirty, man. You gotta play dirty. Judgement Night. Rewatching We Will Not Die Tonight, I can't help but be reminded of a movie that has a very similar story, and that is this entry, Judgement Night. I don't really want to spoil anything because this urban thriller is filled with tension to the bone. Just rewatching it again, it just makes me feel like, damn, why can't they make movies like this? I mean, come on, I really don't have to say much. It's a group of drug dealers chasing our main characters, and what more can you ask for is that will the main characters actually get out of this alive? I'm not gonna spoil you, just watch the damn movie. The Fugitive. If you have seen Taken 3 starring Liam Neeson, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but I have a feeling that film ripped off a story that was done better, and that one is The Fugitive. Come on, a murdered wife, an obsessed police officer or detective chasing our main character? Where do you think Taken 3 got that idea from? But I'm sure there's plenty of stories like that. But if you want a better story with that kind of premise, I dare you to watch The Fugitive. It's awesome. And what more can you ask for? Starring Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones? Can't get any better than that, right? Groundhog Day. A fantasy comedy film that might as well be science fiction too, because we're talking about time loop where the same day is played over and over again. Do I really need to say much for this film? Not so much. I mean, after all, it is starring Bill Murray, and his character teaches all of us why, no matter what day it is, you have to live that moment. And each moment can have a different kind of special. Pretty self-explanatory why it's in my top 10 favorite films of 1993, right? Mrs. Doubtfire. If you have not seen this movie yet, I am begging you to watch this film right after this video. Because seriously, you're really weird if you have not seen this movie yet. I mean, come on. Who in the world would miss the late Robin Williams dressed as an old woman in order to see his wonderful children? Seriously. Doubtfire, dear? Or better yet, dude looks like a lady! Seriously. The Nightmare Before Christmas. When we talk about the Disney Renaissance, the obvious names that actually come to mind is The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and ultimately The Lion King. You might want to add The Nightmare Before Christmas to that one too. Of course, despite its gothic imagery, especially the creepy designs of the Halloween characters, it's still a fun watch. I wasn't scared of it. I actually was intrigued by all of the characters. And the song were as catchy as hell, and I'm not gonna sing it here because, like I said before, it's one of those films you have to experience it yourself. I mean, come on, the claymation is just so mind-blowing. They don't make films like that nowadays because everything is all CGI and so on. So do yourself a favor and watch this film that you can watch not only in Halloween, you can watch it in Thanksgiving, not only in Christmas, or better yet, why not all three of them? Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. If you believe that The Dark Knight is the greatest Batman film of all time, cool, I can understand that, because I will not argue with that. However, if I had to pick a personal favorite mine, it would have to be this 1993 full-length animated feature film. Because this was the Batman Begins before there was a Batman Begins. This is the type of Batman story where it was able to cramp up so much going on into an hour. And it actually did it perfectly. If you don't believe me, go ahead and watch it yourself. And the greatest thing about this movie, in my personal opinion, is the mystery of both Batman and the new villain that he has to figure out, which is the Phantasm. And because of the Phantasm, considering that the Phantasm was actually killing off so many criminals, people are actually blaming Batman because the Phantasm looks like Batman. So this is a movie that is actually a four-way battle between Batman, the police, the Joker, played wonderfully by Mark Hamill, by the way, and of course, the mysterious Phantasm. Since it's like a crime drama, it's best for me not to get into the details, because it's that good. Jurassic Park. What else would be my number one? If you think otherwise, you probably don't know me at all. Come on. Great story, likable characters, CGI, and animatronics that still hold up today, and the film as old as I am, if I may remind you. And how can you not talk about this movie without talking about that amazing John Williams musical score? I mean, come on, the scene where they showed the Brachiosaurus, the first dinosaur we actually get to see in full display. Dun, 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 dun. Just like some movies that I mentioned here in this list, they don't make movies like this anymore. They don't make movies like this anymore. Because everything is so quick edited and packaged and easily delivered. It just feels like, wow, so they just did this for the money. But this is the film where you actually feel that sense of awe, adventure, and at the same time, terror towards the dinosaurs. Because my favorite scene of all time in this movie is the Tyrannosaurus breakout scene. I mean, come on. That entire sequence alone makes the film perfect because I couldn't even tell which one is CGI and which one is animatronic. That just says a lot to how great and how meaningful this film is to me. And this is not just my favorite film of 1993, it's my favorite movie of all time. And wow, I don't think I can say more than that because just talking about it too much just gets me too excited. And that's what the film actually is supposed to make you feel. So yeah, do I need to say more? So those are my favorite films of 1993, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you want some inspirational quotes, go ahead and check our Kenzone page. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a great day.